We are protected, eh? We are protected. Ari, that's your favorite. Hi.
Yeah, no. I think maybe they were out of the rain. Maybe it's called banana.
We also have Tim here.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Those are South Africans protesting. They are protesting for three major reasons. One is for mass deportation. You heard it, mass deportation. Then secondly is the audit of the 2022 census. Then lastly, that immigration white paper must be signed in their country. When it comes to mass deportation, I don't think I have issue with that. The only issue I have is the statement not being complete or being half. What I mean is that it's better to say mass deportation of illegal immigrants than just saying mass deportation. But that is by the way. Now, there's another interesting thing I like about this thing. You know, every country is their duty to protect their citizens. Every country is their duty to stand for themselves, stand up for themselves, even when they feel like government is not doing that for them. Now, I want to read out something for you before we continue. I'm using my phone, by the way. So they wrote Action South Africa wrote Action South Africa wrote, protesters gathered at Union Building to hand over memorandum requesting their president to urgently sign and implement the immigration white paper and conduct a national audit of the 2022 census. You know, on this page, on their page, Action South Africa page, there's nothing like mass deportation, but definitely on their flyer, they wrote mass deportation. And it took place around 8 a.m. to 1 p.m., 23rd September. The flyer is on your screen. So they said here on this post, they said, happening now, protesters gathered at Union Building to hand over memorandum. And this one, they said, happening now, Action South Africa Maker, I don't know how to pronounce their name, an activist, the person is an activist, joined forces with like-minded organizations to hand over a memorandum to the President of South Africa demanding immediate action to address the pressing issues caused by illegal immigration. And they are using the hashtag our heritage, our soul. But they have a lot of hashtags for this movement. Now, I don't have problem with this protest. I don't have an issue with them planning and trying so hard to put their country in order, especially when they feel like the government on their own is not doing what is needed according to them, because some of the South Africans were totally against this recruitment they did, this skill job. They recruited people from different countries, India, Zimbabwe, Nigeria. Their citizens were against it, that they have unemployment in South Africa and they have the mind to go out and employ. But in that case, they said they required skilled individual, which probably they don't have such in South Africa. That was why they had to look out of the country to get those ones. So sometimes the individual or the citizen might not really know what they need. It's people at the top, which is the political appointment, the people at the top that will know what the country is actually in lack of or in need of. Then in that aspect, they were massively against them. You know, according to them, they're trying to deport the people, the foreigners in their country, and the government is trying to bring in more foreigners. I'll still say it. The government knows the best for you. But that is by the way. Another thing I find so annoying about this issue of this will I call it kind of banter, or will I call it kind of fight between South Africans and Nigerians? Not just South Africa and Nigeria, because South Africa almost have a thing with all the African countries. They don't. There's no particular African country that you say is at peace with South African citizens. They are always against Zimbabwe. Just mean that as long as you're not from South Africa and you're in that country, you are automatically an enemy. So this thing about Nigeria and South Africa, and South African always calling Nigerians criminals, always tagging Nigerians to crime. So that kind of got me so pissed off and angry. And I'm like, okay, since that is the case, let me go and verify something on Google. Look what I did. I went on Google to search the crimes or the country in Africa that has the highest crime. And guess what? I want you to go and find that with me. Let's go over to Google. We'll type in country that has highest crime in Africa. Africa. Let's type it. Let's browse. Okay. You see, most dangerous countries in Africa 2024. In 2024, South Africa ranked first in the crime index among African countries with score of 7.8 index points. Now, this said, which country has the highest kidnapping rate? Reports that South Africa has the highest kidnapping rate among African countries with approximately 9.58 kidnapping for every 100,000 people is disheartening and very worrying indeed. 10 African cities with the highest crime index at the start of 2024. Let's open it. Number one, where is number one? You see, okay, number two. Rank city countries index global rank is Pretoria, Durban, South African, Johannesburg, still South African, Port Elizabeth, South African, Cape Town, South African. Then number 6 is Lagos. This is based on the statistics of this blog, African News. You see, are you seeing? Let me even screenshot it. Let me take a screenshot of this. So please, you people should know what you're talking about when it comes to crime, and leave Nigeria out of your mouths. So Google now made it clear to me and you that is watching me that it's actually South Africa. South Africans are the first on the list when we talk about crime. So it's not Nigeria. But that is not what I want to point out. So what I want to point out is that there is no country that is free from crimes. There is no country that doesn't have crimes. There is no country that doesn't have bad people. Every country has it. Every single country has it. But the problem is that you people will leave the toothpick in your eyes, inside your eyes, and want to be plucking out the firewood, the big wood inside Nigerians' eye. It doesn't make sense. We are all brothers as Africa. So this banter, let it end. It's okay that you are protesting for illegal immigrant. It's okay if it's illegal immigrant. It's also okay if it's mass deportation of illegal immigrants. But it's not okay if you are deporting legal immigrants. It's not okay. But I know that your government knows better, obviously, because sometimes let me not go there. So the thing I'm advocating for is we Nigerians and South Africa and other countries, please, let's try as much as possible to live in peace. Even if we cannot live in peace, let's respect each other's boundary. Come to Nigeria here, there are South Africans there, here in Nigeria. Come to South Africa, there are Nigerians there. Go over the world, there are Nigerians all over the world. And the same people, the same thing in other countries that, is one community. At the end of the day, one universe that we have. So please, let's try as much as possible to be respecting each other's boundary. If you watch to this point, Thank you so much. If you're from South African watching, Nigerian watching, I appreciate your effort to come back to watch. And if you're watching me for the first time, please don't forget to join this family. Subscribe to my channel and give the video a thumbs up. Share it to anybody that you know that needs the information and subscribe to my channel. See you guys in my next video. Bye.